All right, today we got a back in buys, so we're gonna start with some lat pull downs. Nothing too major for the first thing. I kind of want to get one of my heavier lifts out of the way when I still have energy left. Then we'll figure out where to go from there. But we're gonna do about 2 warm-up sets, and we'll jump straight to our working set. All right, I do plan on getting a deadlift day eventually. I've just been holding off because I haven't had time to go to the other gym. I kind of fluctuate between 3 gyms now. I've got this gym, which I film in. I got the other gym, which I do my off days on, so they don't let me film there. And then I got that third gym that I just started going to that's like, they don't care if you film, which is cool. Just a lot older vibed there, I'd say. It's like everything's rusted, metal plates, all that. I'm not really used to that stuff, but I do enjoy it a lot. I really like the energy there. But I don't deadlift as much either. I deadlift maybe like once a week now. I'm either doing rack pulls or deadlifts. My deadlift is where I want it to be. My deadlift's up to 500, so I don't really need it any higher, or I don't plan on going higher, mainly because I'm not really into powerlifting. And I feel like when we start passing, that 500 point on lifts, it's kind of like you're going to start specializing in that. For me personally, I've never really tried too much in deadlifting. I don't have an actual set for them. I just come in, I might do 3 reps heavy and then a 1 rep heavy where I'm comfortable. I never push myself on them either because I don't want to injure myself because it's a very dangerous lift. So I kind of find that sweet spot where it's like, oh, I know I can get this for 1, but it's not like I'm going to be holding it on the ground or fighting it all the way up. I kind of just pull it where I'm comfortable. But I will say they did help my back's thickness a lot when I was doing them twice a week. When I cut it down to once a week, I realized I started looking at my back and started seeing it's not losing thickness, but there's certain areas that aren't as thick as they used to be, kind of. Not like, they got smaller, but it definitely looks like I put less attention in that area of my back. But ever since I did stop doing them twice a week, I've had a lot more energy for my, bench press and my squats, because I want to get those up a little more than my deadlift. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit this set. We've got about 2 sets left. I'm just going to keep walking up until I hit a weight that's really just too hard for me. And then we'll do like a burnout at the end of these. All right, let's go ahead and drop it down. That was got about 4 there. The goal was 8 to 12, but we did not reach that goal, so it's time to do an intense drop set and return. All right, I think that's enough lat pull downs today. Let's go and move on to what do I want to do? It really sucks because I don't have a plate loaded row machine here, which it makes sense, but I love the plate loaded row machine. One of my favorite back exercises, actually. That and, free bar bent over rows, but I don't have one of those either. So let's go do some bent over cable rows. All right, for this one, we're gonna do 3/4 sets of 12. I think I'm gonna find a nice working weight. I haven't done, knee down rows in a while on cables. So we're gonna start pretty light, like at the 50s, and then we'll go up from there and see, how heavy we can get today. All right, I think we're gonna move on to the next thing. Let's go ahead and do some face pulls. All right, so face pulls are kind of just hit or miss for me. Sometimes I feel them in my rear delts, sometimes I don't. I try to make the most out of what I can with them. I do all kind of different variations, really. I do laying down, seated, anything that I can really get the stimulus back here, but today we're just gonna try some seated, a little bit bent over, just get a good squeeze in there. We'll try 4 sets of 20, the usual. All right, let's go and move on to the next thing. I don't really know what else I have left in my back. I mean, I did rows, I did lat pull downs. I mean, I could always do more rows. Yeah, I don't know. I typically do 2 to 3 back days, so I feel like I'm missing something. I usually do, you know, the dumbbells, and then at my other gym, I do like the machines, 2 machine workouts or a free weight, and then but I'm just not satisfied yet. We're gonna sit here and think for a little bit, and then I think I'll come back to what I think we should do. Let's do, we can do the machine over there. That works actually. We can do like, you know, 3 sets of 12, and then we'll call for the back. They'll move straight onto the arms and biceps. Ugh. All right, I think we're just gonna stick with some low bar on this. This is the closest I can get to mimicking a, you know, a bent over row for today. Don't look at the Smith machine behind me. Just doesn't hit for me. I think it's because it's in a fixated like pathway, and I kind of like to, you know, when I go heavy, I start struggling a little, but I can make it a little easier on my back. I also just don't like, you know, unclipping it. I like to drop, kind of not drop, but you know, when I'm done with a heavy set, I like to let go of the weight. Just so, you know, it feels better. I'd put it that way. It feels less stuck in one position. You know, it also just feels a lot cooler. I'm not gonna lie. Just free weight stuff, I love it so much better. It just screams testosterone to me. You know, I'm not shitting on machines at all. Machines are amazing. You can do so many things with them. But when it comes down to a Smith machine and a free bar situation, they're 2 whole different things. I think, you know, a barbell, I'm gonna build more strength, and then a Smith machine, I'm gonna build more size in a benching way. I like Smith machine incline. That feels amazing on my chest, but I don't like benching, flat bench with a Smith machine at all. I like to use the free bar, you know, kind of do my own technique to help me move weight better. But let's go ahead and do this set. Enough talking. Let's go ahead and knock out these 3 and then move on to some arms. All right, we're gonna start with some cross the body cable curls. So something just like standing here and doing this, and you know, come over here doing the same way. We'll do like 3 sets of 12, 4 sets of 12 maybe, and then we'll move on to some this right here actually, just some close curls. Yeah, and then we'll do some hammer curls with the rope. Next bicep day, we'll probably do dumbbells, all dumbbells. I really wish they had a preacher curl machine here, because I don't know, I like preacher curls a lot. They've always given me size and thickness in my biceps. When I can't do them, I feel a little sad, but I can compromise with this for today. All right, same thing with these 3 sets to 4 sets of 12. Really depends how my third set feels. It dictates if I go to 12 on the last set, because I still want a little bit of energy for those hammer curls to work on forearm size a little. I don't want to have big biceps and small forearms, especially because when you're taller, like I'd say anywhere above like 6 foot is when usually you have longer arms and longer legs, obviously because you're tall. But that's when it gets harder for me personally to fill out this entire part of my body, because my forearm's long, right? It's like wingspan's long. So putting on size over here is very important to me, or it'll look like I don't even lift, which I don't want to train for a few years and then get asked, do I even go to the gym? It's a big fear of mine. But let's go ahead and do this set real quick. All right, we're just gonna finish with a heavy dumbbell hammer curl just for the last set to really get my arms pumped up before we move on to the next thing. All right, the last thing we're gonna do before we move on to cardio is we're gonna do some, I don't know, you call it just weighted crunches. I usually do, say like 4 to 5 sets of 20. I only do these 3 times a week. That's why I go such high volume in sets. I'm not gonna record them all. I don't think I need to. I'll just do, show you guys the first and last one. They're kind of just boring to watch because it's the same thing over and over. But these have definitely given me the best, abs on a bulk. I could see my abs at a higher body weight because of these. I don't care what anyone says when they're like, oh, you don't need to train your abs. They're made in the kitchen. I think they are made in the kitchen, but they're also a muscle. And like any other muscle, you need to train it with weight. So one of my friends told me that, right? And right when I started doing that, I started seeing my abs. Even like just getting an ab pump alone is, a huge improvement of just none. So train it, and you don't need to go too heavy. Just something you can squeeze at the bottom and then go up. But yeah, these are really the only ab thing I do. I don't do any other ab stuff really. Nothing else really works for me other than, some weighted crunches. So let's go ahead and do these real quick. typically do about a 30 seconds to 10-minute rest between abs. I like to really get that burning feeling at the last set. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, this is my last set. My last set, I particularly go heavy on it. I like to really feel that burn at the end and build a little bit of strength, core strength down there. So I mean, mainly my core strength came from, squatting and deadlifting, but when I stopped deadlifting as much, I definitely felt like I lost a little bit of that strength. So I'm trying to work on building it back up by, making my abs a little better. All right, let's go ahead and move on to some cardio. All right, for today's cardio, we're just gonna do about 10-15 minutes on the treadmill. I usually set it to a 12 incline at 3 miles per hour. That's my bulking cardio typically. I try to do it 3 to 4 times a week. If I can every day, but it's usually at the end of the workout, so if it's taken a while or the workout takes a while, I won't do it. But that just really helps my metabolism get a little extra boost, and then also, minimize the fat gain from that bulk. There is a difference when you do cardio on a bulk. This also just helps a lot of calf growth. I've trained my calves on so many different things, and this is what really got it to grow for me. I either do this, I do the seated bike, but that's about it. I don't really do any other cardio. I don't run or anything. But yeah, I typically I like play on my phone, scroll through, Instagram, stuff like that, look at memes. Just something to keep me busy while I don't look at the timer, because I hate cardio. So I try to pass the time somehow, some way. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. I don't know, next day will probably be a leg day, and then we'll probably try to get a chest day as well while we're at it.